Hi, everyone. Okay, so this is for someone who is newly single. You are newly single. We have the Seven of Swords here. It's like you could have dipped out on somebody, maybe without warning. You could have just abruptly broken up with somebody. There was a message of wanting to live for so much more. Maybe you were feeling kind of claustrophobic in this relationship. Yeah, it's like you're running off to something new. You have big plans. It's like you have this whole vision of what you want your life to look like, and you're going for it. Like you are running after it. But in order to do that, you had to leave something behind. You could have ghosted somebody. You could be a little ashamed and embarrassed, like you're blaming yourself for not being able to face this person or being able to truly tell this person your wants and needs and why you're needing to leave. Like, maybe you're not good at goodbyes, and it was just easier to just dip out and to not say anything and to just pack your stuff and go while they're at work. Like, you just left this person like cold turkey, like without warning. And so you're kind of in this energy of blaming yourself. Like, you know that you were in the wrong, but you also know that this was the only way you were going to truly jump into this next chapter. It was almost like you knew you just had to go for it. Because if you had maybe owned up to past mistakes, having to face people, having to say goodbye, making this jump would have been too hard. Like, you might have actually stayed where you were because it would have been too hard to face those people. Maybe you thought they would have convinced you to stay, you know? And so you just packed up your stuff and you left, whatever that means to you in your situation. You could have quit a job just randomly, like just without warning, like without putting in your 2 weeks, just kind of picking up your stuff and walking out the door. That's this kind of energy. And you've been holding a lot of positions in your life. I hope that makes sense, but it's like you are everybody's rock, or you were. It was like you were taking on a lot of different positions. At work, at home. For an example, like you could have, if you're a parent, it was like you were having to be the dad and the mom. Like you were taking on positions in your life that maybe you didn't ask for. Maybe you were getting very burnt out, realizing that the people around you weren't meeting you halfway. And yeah, it's like when you got to the bottom of it, you could have maybe hit rock bottom in a sense, like mentally, just taking on too much. Like there was so much on your shoulders, and once you really got to the bottom of all of your issues, you realized that you needed to leave. Like there was no way you were going to dig yourself out of that particular hole. I hope that makes sense, but it was like you were so deep into it that you knew that you couldn't fix it. You couldn't climb your way out of this. And so even though you did leave people, situations, whatever it is, behind, maybe not in the best way, it was like it was like a whole city is burning down, and you're realizing that you're not a firefighter. You cannot stop the chaos and build a whole city up by yourself. So you decided to just leave the city burning. That's this energy. So you could have walked from a very chaotic situation, maybe leaving other people with all of the burdens that you were feeling. And while that's not necessarily the greatest thing to do, it is also you realizing that you've put in the work to make this situation better, and you're realizing that it was never going to get better. It was like you were the only one showing up. Nobody else was showing up, so you're like, okay. And you could have quietly planned your escape. Like, you could have kept this new journey very on the low. Like, you could have been going, if this is a work situation, you could have been secretly going out to interviews, like calling out sick and then going out to interviews. You could have been sneaky if this is with relationships. You could have maybe been talking to other people while already in a relationship. There's just something very sneaky about this energy. But the good news is you're out of that energy, and you've truly just taken on this new project, this new maybe relationship that you're jumping straight into. And it is going to be picture perfect. Like, you've like created this beautiful image in your head, and you're making it perfect. That's what I'm trying to say. But it's wonderful because you are going to be met with so much beauty and happiness. It's like, this is what you've truly been desiring. And while you maybe took like a huge risk, like maybe you did plan this out perfectly in your head, but it's not fully real in the 3D world, right? Right? Like, like this risk could look really crazy to other people. Like, you're truly choosing happiness right now. You're choosing good vibes over maybe being practical. So you could be very like, in your head, this thing is perfect, but in reality, it might not be that perfect yet. But that is okay, because that image in your head is what pushed you into this new reality. And it's sweet. There is love on this other side, whether you are already with this person, maybe that's what you were running towards, or this love is going to meet you once you're there. And yeah, there was the message of burning. Like I said, that the city was burning down, but it was like you gave your all to this past situation, and you realized that you cannot burn yourself to keep other people warm, right? And that was, once you realize that, you're like, I can't do this anymore. Like, these people are taking everything from me, and I am hitting rock bottom to keep them at surface level, and that is not fair to me. So even if your exit was very secretive and maybe not sketchy, but if you did screw over some people to get to where you need to get to, obviously that's not the greatest feeling, right? But you did what you had to do, okay? And this could be in relation to work. But don't put too much blame on yourself, because you did put so much effort into making this past relationship, situation, whatever this is to you, better. But it was tearing you down piece by piece. You were losing yourself, and you realized that you needed to flee. You know, you needed to heal. You need to be around people who truly care about you and are going to meet you at your own emotional level. Like you were truly surrounded by people who were only looking out for themselves. And there's new love. Whether this is already in your life or it is going to find you, there is going to be a passionate new person coming in. It's going to be very passionate. This person could have long hair if it's a boy. Could be a fire sign. And it is going to take you out of this cold, like, whatever this thing is that you were running from, this burning city that you were running from. It has made you very cold and stagnant, almost like you're just like waiting. Like, it's like you've been stuck in time. And this could have been for a really long time. And it's made you extremely cold. This person, this new love, is going to take you out of that energy. If you have been dead inside for a really long time, this person is going to make you feel alive. This person is going to make you feel alive. For the first time, I feel like in a very, very long time, they're going to be the one taking care of you. And they're going to prove to you how much they care about you. Like, they're going to show up for you in a way that these past people did not. They're going to be this person is going to be very nervous around you. Like, they could stutter when they're around you. They could be very, like, not shaky, but just very nervous. Like, they could go the distance for you. If they live a bit further away, they could be driving, a long distance to, like, come and see you. And it's going to make you realize that if somebody cares about you, they will show up for you, no matter how difficult it is. No matter how difficult it is. But this person, you're going to make this person very nervous. Almost like you're their dream come true, and they just want to show you. It's like they're going to see how deeply you're hurting. And they're just going to want to make you happy. It's really sweet, but it's the energy of like them like stuttering over their words because they get so nervous. Just like looking at you and then they forget how to speak. It's really sweet, but you're going to feel so loved. And it is going to heal a part of you that has just been dead and empty for a really, really long time. Dang, yeah, I'm not going to say that you've been suffering, but this situation that you are running from, it like took away all of your confidence. You could have been in a very depressive state. Like, there's like a lot of almost rage, like anger and rage that maybe you have towards yourself, and just towards these people in your past. It was like there was a lot of arguing, a lot of fighting. a lot of fighting. But you're walking away from that. And then we have the Emperor and the Sun. This person wants to take care of you. This person is going to show up for you. And you're going to be so happy. You are going to be so happy. So whatever this guilt is, you know, this past that you escaped and the guilt that you're feeling, maybe you're just holding on to this, like, you know, like just constantly second guessing yourself and being like, oh, I should have handled that differently. You did what you needed to do to escape a very bad situation, and you are being rewarded for taking that risk. Not even a risk, you're being rewarded for leaving, for escaping a bad situation that you knew that you were not going to be able to fix, and you're being rewarded with this beautiful new start. We have the Fool. We have the Fool twice, you know? You're putting your happiness first, you're putting yourself first. And you're going to be rewarded with not only happiness, but love, and it is going to heal a part of you. So let go of that, let go of that guilt, the constant, blaming yourself for not being able to fix whatever the heck that was, that burning city over there. You know, that was not yours to fix. And you're being rewarded. Okay. That's all I got. Love you guys. Bye.